Hey, what's up guys, it's Ricky here. I'm here to talk about slide off neutral long jumps and slide off falling neutral long jumps. So what a slide off neutral long jump is basically we actually already use them on Florana, so it's not a new technique of any sorts, but I thought I'd explain it more in depth. On Florana, what we actually do is whenever we do a neutral long or a neutral side flip up the slopes, we do it twice in the run actually. When we do that, we actually hold up on the analog stick during the neutral so we don't kill our neutral speed, because as you know, doing a neutral up a slope kills all your speed. Well, you can actually do this on not only on slopes, but you can actually do it on obstacles. So as you can tell, there's a very clear like rock in front of me right now. If I try and do a neutral into it, I go to a complete stop. You can tell. I go to a complete stop. It just completely halts my momentum. All my speed dies. If I try and long jump out of it, my speed is completely dead. Nothing I can do about that. If I try and hold up during the neutral though, however, I actually slide over the rock. Like so. So that's cool. You can slide over the rock, you can slide over a lot of small obstacles that you thought you couldn't actually slide over. Like so. So with this, of course, you can do a neutral long jump out of it. So you can do a falling neutral long jump out of this, you can do slide off neutral long jumps. So even stuff like this right here, the stuff that normally put you to a complete halt, you can actually slide over it by holding up. Like this. So you slide completely over it. But what you gotta keep in mind is a neutral long jump is earliest possible after a charge cancel on frame 29. So this means you have to let go of the up button on latest frame 28, but you know, you have a lot of room. It's about a half second or so, a little under half a second to let go of up. And if you're doing a falling neutral, you'll have a very tiny window to let go back to neutral, like so. And even though it might not look like the right animation for a falling neutral, the normal animation you're looking for in a falling neutral is this one, to do a neutral long jump. But you can actually still do it with this other one, like so. So that's a slide off falling neutral long jump. You can do it. You can do many versions of this. Like if I try and do it right here, as you can tell, I go to a complete stop. But if I keep holding forward until the very end and then let go to neutral and long jump, you can do a slide off neutral long jump. So that's really cool to know. Just keep in mind that the window you have between falling off the small obstacle you have or whatever, or like the small ledge, and the next platform below you, is very tight. It's a very small window. But the whole goal of it is basically, normally you can't do a neutral long or a falling neutral long jump like just by doing this. You can sometimes do it, but not always. Sometimes the gap between the two places you're going is too tiny. So let's say there's a platform here, there's a tiny hole there, and there's another platform there. So sometimes you can't do the falling neutral long jump because the hole you have to shoot over is so tiny. In this case, I recommend slide off neutral long jump. And I actually do it on the third platform of Florana, just because I prefer it over the first one. So what I do is I charge over the first two platforms, slide over the platform, and do a neutral long jump as shown right there. So yeah, I think this can be very useful, and could be many more uses for it. But I'm just waiting to figure out if people, you know, find useful things for this, or useful applications for this trick. So thanks for watching. If you want me to cover anything else, feel free to tell me.